All right, you guys. So I don't know what happened to the live. It's for some reason Facebook started tripping and blocked the video, so I had to shut down the other video, come back to this one. Just to kind of go back to what I was saying, you guys. So the upcoming events next Saturday, November 20th, 2021, we will have an all HBCU experience competition. That is coming up. That is this flyer. We are closed for registration. So just if you guys want to come and watch the show, tickets are available online for $25 on eventbrite.com. Then we have Saturday through Sunday, March 26th through 27th, 2022. This is the It's Showtime on the Bayou Southern Regional Competition at Dillon University. This is a private university, a private HBCU. Okay, this is the flyer for that. Categories are Mardi Gras Combined Walkthrough, Combined Creative, Combined Trio, Mini Junior Combined Stance, and Senior HBCU 8s and 16. Okay, then I want to skip to this flyer, you guys. So you guys have started seeing this flyer go around. I wanted to basically give a little bit more information because some people have been asking about the cruise competition and when I was bringing it back. It's Showtime on the Seas. This will be the national show. I will treat this as a national show. The Exotic Experience. We are going to be leaving out of Port Canaveral in Orlando, Florida. The ship that we're getting on is the newest ship that came out, which is the Mardi Gras. The Mardi Gras has an actual racetrack on the boat. It has a racetrack that you can get on and ride. Everything on the ship is for free. Everything is included in your pricing. You guys, the deposit is $250 per person. However, that locks in your cabin. I want to make sure I make that clear. So if you're not ready to lock in your cabin, you are able to call the actual Carnival Cruise Line. And once you give them the name of the actual event, you are able to call them and just pay a $50 deposit, which locks in your body, but it does not lock in your cabin. So basically, for instance, if you say, oh, I want to go on a balcony, well, if you don't pay the $250, you don't get guaranteed that balcony. So by the time you finish paying your $250, you're going to have whatever is left. So they may just have ocean view, or they may just have interior rooms available. That's what you'll be looking at. So if you know that there's a specific cabin that you want you and your child, or whatever case may be, to be in that cabin, then you need to go ahead and lock in your $250 deposit no later than December the 14th. They usually allow me to get some type of extension if you guys need it for like a week or so, but the $250 per person is due December 14th. Then you have the full year of 2022 and 3 months out of 2023 to have your final balance paid. You have a full year, you guys, to pay your cabin. The price is per cabin per person. So the cabins have at least 2 people. You have to have at least 2 people in the cabin. But I think you can have up to 4 people if they have, the bunk beds or whatever. You can do 4 people. You would have to ask specifically when you call to book your cabin. Vaccinated cards are required. Now, if you're not feeling being vaccinated or whatever the case may be, then that's, I can just say, only thing I can say is vaccinated cards. You have to have proof of your vaccination cards. This cruise is June 3rd through the 10th, 2023. Our destinations is we're going to San Juan, Puerto Rico, Amber Cove, Dominican Republic, and Grand Turks. Those are our 3 destinations. This is June 3rd through the 10th. We are going to be doing different competitions on different days. The categories are Combined Walkthrough, Combined Creative, and Combined Trio, Mini Junior Combined Stance, and Senior Stand Battle. Overall grand champion is $1,000. There is no passport requirement. You do not need a passport to go on any of the cruises that I book out. No passport is needed. So if anybody asks, your parents ask, hey, is there a passport required? No, it is no passport required for this cruise. Okay. Got it. Okay. There's no passport required. Okay. So just make sure you guys have that. Back to the lineup again, you guys. This is all the upcoming events coming up for It's Showtime Productions. Let me see. We do have the conference still open now. I haven't had anybody register for the conference yet. The conference is still open. The conference will be June 24th through the 26th. That's a 3-day conference. The We Must Bring Order Coaches and Directors Conference in Atlanta, Georgia as well. There's going to be different seminars going in out of each of those classes. Each class will be approximately 15 to 20 minutes long. So it's not a long class, but it's a lot of valuable information. It's a lot of good stuff that you guys can use. You're going to be learning about how to become a 501c3. What's the benefit of having a 501c3? What's the benefit of being a nonprofit? What's not a benefit of a profit? You're going to learn all this stuff to help your business grow. You're going to have people that owns dance studios. That's going to be a part of this. People that have opened up multiple dance studios, and they can tell you the pros and cons. They can tell you the benefits of having multiple studios, Studio A, Studio B. So that coaches conference is open to the coaches, directors, and it's open to parents. Now, there is also something that I will be pushing forward, and y'all are going to see a flyer for. I'm going to start a scholarship pageant. It's going to be called the Mr. and Mrs. It's Showtime Scholarship Pageant. And essentially, we will have categories such as minis, juniors, and senior age division for both boys and girls. So if you have some children that are interested in competing in the pageant, they will. Now, let me tell you guys this. If you're out of state and you compete in this pageant, and let's just say your packet says you must be riding on the float at X, Y, and Z parade in Atlanta, you guys are going to be responsible for getting to Atlanta to ride the float with your court in the parade. Okay. So please make sure anybody that is looking at registering for the pageant, make sure that you guys are able to do what is necessary to hold that title. Your kids must be available to hold that title. You guys must be available to fly out if you are not based out of the Atlanta metro area. You are required per paperwork that those events must be attended because you are a title holder. Okay. So more information will be released on the Mr. and Mrs. It's Showtime scholarship pageant. That pageant will benefit my scholarship fund. So we will be using a portion of the proceeds to go towards awarding those senior dancers that are coming out of high school, going to a Black college, helping them with tuition. Okay. So it's all a benefit if we all come together and do this. And then again, we have the July 23rd through the 24th. It's Showtime Nationals. Welcome to LA. That is going to be where our nationals are going to be held. We had a national show this past August in Miami. We're going to take it to LA. There will be information and a flyer for that as well. And then, of course, June, I have to update this because that's supposed to be June 3rd through the 10th, not June 8th through the 10th. I don't know why that's 8th. But I'll get that updated, you guys. It's actually June 3rd through the 10th, 2023. Excuse me. June 3rd through the 10th, 2023 is the It's Showtime Live on the Seas. Okay. So please make sure you guys are attending these, register for these. Deadline for the Coaches Directors Conference is March the 1st. So the registration for this is $300 for that's for the conference. That's for the whole weekend. So essentially $100 per conference day. Okay. And then you guys can book your hotels at the hosting hotel that we will have. Now, let me talk about this because y'all know I got to get a little, let me bring this down a little bit. I got to get in a little nitty gritty because I feel like it needs to be said. We have a lot of people that, are miserable in this majorette community. I'm talking about coaches and directors. We have a lot of people that are envious of a lot of people in this majorette community. We have a lot of people that just wants to rain on people's parade. If someone has a specific business in this majorette community and they don't have that business opportunity or they don't have the necessary, whatever the case may be, they want to feel like they have to talk mess about people. And, it's just so funny to me how people in this major community talk about they for the kids all the time, but they talk about I'm trying to make sure that I don't go the wrong way with this because y'all know I can. But it's a lot of hating folks. I mean, bad in this majorette community, for real, y'all. And when I sit back and look at it, when I sit back and look at it, I have to smile because it's subliminally directed towards me. And you guys have to understand one thing that irks my nerve in this dance community is y'all swear y'all want people to support y'all. Y'all want people to come and support y'all when y'all have y'all competitions, when y'all have y'all fundraisers, when y'all have all this stuff going on that you want to support. But when it's time for y'all to support that person that you want to support you and to help donate in you, y'all want to sit there and talk about them. And if you're not talking about them, you're not reciprocating the support that you're wanting people to show you. Example, people posting these calendar fundraisers. The calendar fundraiser is a good fundraiser. Let me explain it to y'all for those that don't understand. So this calendar right here, you pick a day out of a calendar. You can pick a whole week if you want to out of a calendar, okay? You pick a whole week and you pay that. You're paying 26, 27, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. You pay all that. That's over $100, okay? That's a fundraiser. You want people to buy a day, but you will not support them. You want people to sit, and it works both ways. You want people to come and support your dance competition, but the moment someone is doing something as far as in selling uniforms, you want to go to everybody else. Do y'all understand them Asian folks and some of the people across these don't care about what you are doing? Do you understand that people do not care about what you're putting out? They don't care about what you're getting for your kids or what you're not getting. All they care about is how much money you're giving them. Then people not going to ever bring their behinds on no plane and come from overseas to America just to support you. But y'all want to sit there and give them all y'all money. That's asinine to me. Y'all want to sit there and give them all y'all money. You want them, you want to support everybody but your own because your own may charge a little bit more, or you don't like it because you don't have the business to be in this business. You don't like it because you didn't have the opportunity to be in this business. Because I can guarantee y'all, if some of y'all had the opportunity, like Deanna, like myself, like some other people in this community, your behind would not be saying half the stuff that y'all say in these groups. But you want to dog and you want to talk mess about people that actually is doing it. But you're the same people that want us to support you. It don't work that way. And I've come to the realization that if you're not supporting me in my business venture, that I'm not supporting you or yours. That's just what it is. I sit back and I started blocking folks again because I feel like, why should you have access to my page and my information? Why should you have access to all the latest tea in the major community, wherever that may be? Why should you have even access to me when you deep down don't like me? Some people may like, Jazz, leave them unblocked because it's for the views. No, I want y'all to be miserable. I don't want y'all to see nothing that's going on over here because you're not for me. You're not for my business. You're not for my venture. You're not for nothing. Only thing you there is to sit there, open your eyes and look. So why should you even have that luxury? No, I'm not going to give it to you. But you got some hating ass people in this major record. I'm telling y'all, they mad. The people sit back and because you have something going on, it's even down to the dance studios. They hating on you because you got a brand new studio and they still practicing in the park. They hating on you and mad at you because you just opened up Studio B after only having your team for a year. But the difference is you know what you're doing. You know business and you know how to handle your business. I can guarantee if a lot of people up here in this major community will mind the business that pays them, they would have Studio A, B, C, and D as well. But because y'all so busy on hating on the next person, and because y'all so busy that y'all can't even get your own studio together outside, you want to hate on the next person. But when it's time for fundraising, you try to play cutesy and want people to sit there and invest into your business. That's what a fundraiser is. We're investing into your business. Make sure y'all share the live video, tag the live video, and invite you to live video because I know I'm talking good. Y'all is a trip in this major community, for real. Y'all is a trip, a big trip. And when I sit back and look at it, the only thing I could do, like, I laugh at it because it's quite comical to me. I'd be like, damn, they mad that much? And then let me say this too. I got a phone call today. Oh, you know, they called me. That you got people steadily out here still. It's hosting competitions, putting a prize money or saying a prize money and not giving what they saying. But you see them going on trips and stuff. Y'all don't want to talk about that. And like I said, all the people that's out there that feeling a certain type of way about what I'm saying, I'm talking to you. All the people that got something to say, I'm talking to you. But this whole support mess, don't come to me talking about no support, nothing. If I have not seen you support anything that I have going on, whether that may be coming to a show, whether that may meaning supporting Shady T or that's supporting Too Jazzy Designs, I don't have nothing for you. That's real talk. I don't have nothing for you. I can't. I'm sorry. Y'all can sit there and scream about the babies. Well, the babies got mamas, daddies, grandmamas, uncles, grandpas, great grandpas, and some more stuff. Ask them for some money. Call me Joy from Friday. Who the F is that be? F you, MF, or you think you're slick gonna come over and ask me for some money? Well, ask that be for some money. Don't come over asking me for nothing. I'm not doing it. Y'all is some funny acting people in this major community. Some of y'all. I'm not gonna say all y'all. Some of y'all. And I'm going back to blocking. I sure am. I'm going back to blocking people. You don't have no access to me. I give you the privilege to look at what's going on over here. If you find out what's going on in the major community, you find it out by another source. I'm giving you the opportunity to sit your behind on my live and look at it. And I'm just like, this stealing. Y'all going over to Patrice Cotton and you're going over to Deanna. Hell, you might even be going over to Ray and getting their designs that they sketching for y'all and y'all taking it to the Asians to freaking do. But y'all talk about y'all want to get somewhere as a people when y'all can't even support y'all very own. Now, what happens if China goes out of business? What happens if China and America messes up and China don't allow y'all to do no more business with them? What you gonna do then? You gonna run back over to the same people that you try to doggone get over. You gonna run back to the same folk that you did wrong. You took their designs and took it to somebody else to get done. I don't care if it was cheaper or not. Cheaper is not always better. But y'all want the black folks that you're not supporting to support you. How does that make any sense? Y'all want us, black folk, to support you in America when it's time to give you some money for your show or for your fundraiser. But you taking the same money that we invested in you and your business and taking it over to China. Hello? Oh, y'all don't want to have that conversation? Y'all want to talk about that? Y'all want to have that conversation. It's too much for y'all. It's too much for y'all. But I'm tired. I want to let y'all know. I see it and I'm not going for it. It's some people that I've wanted to support. It's some people that I have truly in my heart like, oh my gosh. But then when they start showing you their hand and they start showing you how they roll and they start showing you how envious and you can't get blessed like that. You cannot get blessed by hating on the next person. And trust me, just because y'all go directly through Hamid or whatever his name is, that's not stopping no business here. This binder is full of all my clients and orders that I've had for this year. This was fuller. This was a much fuller last year, and I switched out, and this is all brand new orders from this year. I'm not losing no business over here. Trust and believe. I'm not. Because my clients like to talk to someone that talks English as their first language and understands. My clients rather trust in me that if something goes on or something goes wrong, that they know it's going to get fixed in a timely manner. We don't have to try to decipher what you're talking. Again, I'm not trying to make this about me. But dag on it, y'all need to stop with the foolishness. This is sad. And the majorette community, y'all ain't, some of y'all is not winning. Some of y'all, I'ma say it. Y'all don't, some of y'all not winning. Y'all think y'all winning, y'all not winning. Y'all don't know what it, some of y'all don't even, some of y'all won't even understand what it feels like to pay for your own building. I'm talking about it. I'm stepping on toes. Some of y'all don't even understand what it feels like to pay for some electricity. Some of y'all don't understand how it feels to pay a water bill. I do. Some of y'all don't understand what it means to get some insurance. While y'all doing a lot of this, talking and hating, you don't even have insurance on your kids. And then, like I said before, do you understand, nutball, that if something was to happen to your kids, that parent can go through legal litigation against you? And you so gullible because you taking the coins. No, some of y'all really is out there scamming the parents. Let's talk about it. If y'all want to be honest, you want to ask why the parents keep asking where the money going to because they're not seeing no fruits of the labor. They asking the question. They don't see, you don't got no building for them to perform in, to practice in. You ain't even got no doggone refreshments for them. You taking tuition, you got the kids practicing in the park. What is they paying you for? You don't even have a safe place for your kids to practice at. Now, let me understand when you're going through, let me make sure I make this, because I have been to a point where about a month, I've had to cut down practices to two times, maybe one time a week, because we was practicing outside during the summer. But and tuition was still paid, but tuition was being paid to get another building. And we got that. But it seems like a lot of people that's out here in this majorette community want to holler about scammer. And they want to holler about scammers, and y'all the main ones are scamming. Y'all don't even, some of y'all don't even know what majorette really is. You think you know because you watched the show Bring It. You don't even know what majorette is. Some of y'all don't even know the history behind majorette. Some of y'all couldn't even tell the history if it doggone hit you in your face to your kids. You just accept the members as long as they can buck low to the floor and they can be wild and full of energy. I'm going to say it. I don't know why I'm going here, but I'm going. Some of y'all got a straight up daycare center. Some of y'all is running the after school program. And because them kids want to do something so bad, and them parents is allowing them, because some of the parents out there don't even want to be dealing with the kids, so they rather drop the kids off to y'all as a daycare anyway for a couple hours, so they ain't got to deal with you. They can go and do what they want to do, or whatever the case may be. Y'all got it messed up in this major command. You wonder why it's so much stuff going on with teams and their coaches and the parents. The parent not seeing the fruits of the coach's labor. The coach don't like the parent's attitude because they not seeing the fruits of the labor. You want to sit there and doggone talk about you got a majorette team, and some of y'all niggas can't throw an 8 count to save your life. But you talking about you want to be over something. I don't know why I'm going here. I'm just talking. Some of y'all can't come up with it. Some of y'all, if they was to put all y'all coaches on the floor to say, let's do a coaches 8 count battle, I want to see how many of y'all is going to really do it. Well, I done stepped on some toes right there. They don't like this type of talk. They don't like this type of carrying on. Y'all, is some of y'all coaches out there is a big old joke. For real. Some of y'all some jokes. But you taking these parents' money. You done bamboozled some of these parents in this major community just because the child like you and they want to be a part of something so bad. What you gonna do? Oh, I know it. When it's calling time for the coaches battle, y'all don't enter in that part. You said we're not doing coaches battle. Why not? You the coach. Some of y'all directors don't even know proper even major terminology. But you calling yourself being over something. I don't know why I went here. I don't know why I went here. I just felt like it needed to be said. But this whole thing about supporting who? Who are we supporting? Your car note? Your house note? What are you doing? What are you doing different what are you doing different the next year than you did the previous year? Do we see growth? Are we seeing elevation in your business? Are we seeing your kids being elevated? Are we seeing your kids go to college? That's another thing. Y'all got these dance teams and that should be y'all main goal, is to prep these babies to go to a HBCU. But how can you prep them when you don't even have the proper training yourself? Oh, it's like leading a deer in a dumb deer in headlights. What is you doing? Y'all don't have a conversation. It's okay. It's probably a little too deep for. It's probably too deep for some of the folks out there viewing, because I know they viewing. Y'all go to some of these people's competition and they don't even know what they throwing on. Oh, I'm talking. And what disturbs me the most is y'all the first ones that got y'all mouth on people. Y'all the first ones to sit there and be over there running your mouth about somebody else, and your ass can't even throw an A count. I'm just saying. I really want you guys to understand what I'm saying. If we want to make the majorette community better, we have to do better. If y'all wanting to see a change in this majorette community, y'all have to be the ones that's willing to make that change. Do y'all honestly think that I like coming on Shady Tea all the time and talk about the doggone pretty much the same thing? No. But because it's needed, and because it's in my way, the only way it's going to stop a lot of the scamming that's going on, I feel like I'm doing my job. And some of y'all seem like y'all like to get scammed. That's what it seemed like. Some of y'all like y'all like to get scammed. We tell you one thing and you go and do the very same thing we told you not to do. But again, this whole support thing y'all talking about, I can't get with it. This whole support thing y'all saying we need to please support us, please support us. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I see someone say people starting to take the fun out of majorette. It's not people, it's some of y'all niggas. It's some of these parents. It's even some of these coaches that's taking the fun out of majorette. It's not even the babies. And they the ones out there doing the work. It's not even the babies. It's y'all. Like I said, don't come to my show with no shenanigans and fools, because I'm quick to call the popo, tell them to come and put their asses in jail. Honey, we not doing this. Because you're not about to mess up my event because you don't know how to control your feelings. You ought to get sick and tired being sick and tired. Yeah, Adrian, I'll bring you on, baby. I'll send you an invitation. Check your inbox. Adrian want to come on. Let me send Adrian an invite. Check your inbox, Adrian. I'm sending you the link right now. You just got to click on the link, baby. I'm telling y'all, it's a whole mess. It's a whole mess. And I love it. That's the thing. I don't want to get to the point where I feel like I don't like Majorette no more. I don't want to see it no more. It's too much. People don't know what they're doing. I don't want to get to that point. But at the rate that we're going, that's exactly where it's heading. People not having love for it. And y'all know my story. I started off with step shows. I started out doing step shows. I was asked to put in Majorette in my shows. I was asked because they seen the amount of feedback that I got from my step shows. But again, y'all just, ooh, Jesus. y'all make it so bad. And I'm sticking to the whole thing when I'm talking about support, because y'all swear y'all the same folk that be asking us to support y'all, and y'all will not support us. Hey, Adrian, baby.
Hey.
Y'all, this is Adrian. This is my little good sis. Y'all might see her. She got a little past history with being on the press and lead. This was the blonde.
Yes. I was just scrolling like through Facebook, and then I just seen this, and then I was like, well, that's kind of why, I ain't want to do it no more. And it just kind of hit home with me when you said what you said. I came in right on the part when you said that, the main focus should be trying to get these girls on like a collegiate level, or like in basically the college, dance teams and whatnot. And I just think that, like, that's one of the reasons I stopped dancing, is because I think that the J-setting world is steered in another direction, versus like the fun of it, like the art. You get what I'm saying? I don't think it's fun anymore. Like, people make it out of like competition.
They make it overpacked or over pieces of trophies, and that's really honestly what's taking the fun out.
Yeah, and then not only that, and then like when I was teaching the girls and stuff, it was like the parents just had so much to say, and I was like, this is not about y'all, and that's why when I used to teach and I used to coach, I used to say parents are not allowed in no practices, because this is not about an individual child. This is about the growth of all the children, and parents fail to realize what that is. It's just everything that you said just hit home on like the main reasons why I just don't even like it no more. And people like, why you stop dancing? Why you stop? Because this is not the same. It's not fun. It is not fun at all. And I'm just so happy you touch bases on that, because I think you hit home with it.
And that's why I also said, I see y'all comments coming in. That's why I also had said too, Adrian. That's why I said, okay, I can't be on my platform and be talking about the same thing that I'm not willing to do myself. So now at my shows, senior stand battle is straight up HBCU. Y'all gonna have, if y'all want to come to my event, y'all gonna have to make it a point to make sure that you're training your girls in a style of HBCU. We have to get their training in.
I agree. And follow the rules correctly.
And follow the rules. And that's it. Follow the rules. Go out there and throw your 8s and 16s, be cute or whatever. It's not strict, but it gives you guys an opportunity to challenge. And that's what I said with a lot of these teams. They're not even challenging themselves. The coaches ain't even challenging their kids. They're not trusting in their kids. But again, how can you teach something that you're not trained in?
People, look, I think
that's another thing. Be out there looking to pump food on the floor.
Yeah, look, I think the thing is coaches don't teach the love and the growth. Like, okay, for instance, when I used to teach my girls, I used to teach them, like, no one is your competition. No one is like, don't look at anyone else as being competitive, because with the kids nowadays, when you put it in their mind to come for this, like to come for this team across you, the way these kids' minds are set up, they think that means that just combative, if you ask me. And what I always used to teach my girls, that's why when I did have a team, I didn't let them compete. I let my girls be performers, because I taught them, you are your biggest competition, because there's always room for growth as a dancer.
Right.
And then like when I used to dance, like when I was doing TV and stuff, people used to say, oh, you were a good dancer while you stopped. I know I was, but guess what? I was a good dancer because I was technically trained first.
Right.
And like I knew my dance on paper, baby, before I grabbed anybody's child. You know, but then again, I'm not just saying that's all what it is, but it's just like, it's the minds, and the parents need to stop trying to live through their kids' lives when you let them release them to these coaches. And ew, girl, it's just a lot. And you just took me back. Like, I don't even talk about this stuff no more. Like, when people ask me about it, I say that was another life. Because it's just, and I'm going to say this one last thing. I know I'm all over the place, but you just brought back so much to me. And it's just like, bam, bam, bam. The last competition I did was in Birmingham. It was like, I think 2018 or 19. Because a lot of people be wanting me to judge competition, but I'm like, fuck no. But when I did that competition in Birmingham, that was the draw for me.
Yeah.
The coach came up to me, to the judge's table after the competition was over, and had so much to say. She literally came up to me and said, so you saying my girls was that bad? They was that bad? You had to get them this and get them that? I looked at her like this, blanked my eyes by 10 times. Waited till she shut up, because you know I'm not finna argue with you, baby. I waited good till she shut up, and after that, I never did another one because they missed the. Let me say something. I know what it takes.
They missed the mark. They missed it, and that's why I said it's like I'm not putting me on a pedestal, y'all, but I do believe when you want to put on a quality show, you got to sit down and you got to iron out all your details. You got to know what type of team first of all, you got to know what type of teams you want to bring to your show. If you have a team that come to your show and they know you don't play, they're not going to come and play with you.
Right.
They're not going to do it. If they know that your show is top notch, they're going to make sure they on their best behavior. They're going to come with their good attitudes. And some of y'all people that's on these shows do not see. You're supposed to be the tone setter, and y'all don't set the tone for your competition. You don't set the tone for your competition.
I'm sorry. I'm here.
You good, babe. You don't set the tone for your competition because you just don't set the tone. And it's so sad when it comes to this, like I said, and I'm going to say to Adrian, ever since I started doing HBCU stands, ever since I started doing HBCU stands, you guys, Adrian probably had to come. He's probably going to come back. But ever since I started doing HBCU stands, we don't have no drama, no fighting. Not that I really have had any fights happen at my show. It's eliminated so much BS. Because in an HBCU stands, they're not there to fight and get aggressive with each other. They're there to be prissy, to be pretty, to be cute, to dance cute. They're there to embody what it means to actually be at an HBCU a game.
Yeah.
So it's impossible for you to be looking at the person and get so into it when you're supposed to be showing beauty and sass and poise and elegance,
and grace and elegance, and
you embody all of that when you're on an HBCU team. And that's why I said people like it's only but so much stunts you can do. That gets boring.
Let me tell you something. Let me give you another example. Like when we used to do competitions, let me give you another example. When we used to do competitions, like the Princeton Elites, the guys in trans, we used to go to like Jackson, Mississippi and stuff, and we used to win competitions. And the other guys used to be so mad and used to just say so much mean, like they used to say so much mean shit, like how the fuck they won, da-da-da-da-da-da. But what they fail to realize is one thing about it, and two things for sure. When it came to Princeton Elites, we knew all the T's that were crossing all the dots. We read directions. We never felt like stunts would get you to if you read and you give enough like creativity and just like what the papers are asking for, you win.
You're gonna win.
Follow the rules and know what the rules mean. But like say for instance, if you put me to judge for you, and if a team comes dance in front of me and they're only like kicking and walk over in, it's like, okay, I get you know how to walk over. Give me more.
You do.
And guess what I'm gonna put on the score sheets?
Give me more.
I mean, I get you can kick. I get you can kick. I get you can windmill. I get you could do a pop-up. I get that. I seen that. You done did it 10 times. Give me something new. So if you don't give me nothing new, I'm gonna put down what I know. Yeah. But when judges put down what they do, you take that as constructive criticism and apply it. You know, if it's accurate, but it's like you wouldn't even know that. You don't even know what's what. That's why I stopped dealing with the competition life. That's why I stopped dancing, period. I was like, I quit. I'm done.
And it shouldn't be like that. It really shouldn't. It should be, you should have a passion. That should be just your passion. Like
Yeah.
I can see, I don't know who calling me from Memphis. I can. Hello. Hey, I'm on a podcast. I'm gonna have to call you back, babe. I got it on silent. They still calling back. But anywho, yeah. So again, you guys, I don't want us to get to the point to where we start losing the passion. Like
I did.
Yeah,
like I did. Don't do
I
that.
love Majorette. There's nothing better than going and seeing a team that you can see their growth. Like the one thing that I have noticed in my show is whatever them judges put on that judges sheet, if that team comes back, which they have came back and competed, you see exactly what they said that the judges was looking for, they gave them at the next show. We have seen it. I can name about 3 of them that has returned back to my show, and I distinctly remember.
Yeah, but you know what, Jazz? I don't even deal with JSEC community or no competition like that, but I like you because it's not what you do, Jason, it's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big difference.
Yeah.
It's how you do it. It's orderly. It's professional. Yeah. Like, can't nobody like really like tap you because you know your shit.
They can't. And I don't give them reasons to. That's why I do cross every piece of everything that I have to, because trust and believe, Adrian, they waiting for some stuff to go down. As much as I talk about they waiting, but I'm not gonna give them no reason to.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give them. I'm not.
And it's all because they won't get it because you genuinely enjoy what you do.
I do.
You don't have a competing combative.
And like I've always said to people, it's so many folks in this major community that they put out the bare minimum, but want the most back. Mm-hmm. You have to spend money to make money. If you want, you want people to take you seriously, and you want people to really look at you like, you know what? We see where their money goes to. We see where the money goes to. You ain't got the question. When you look at them trophies, you know them trophies costed a pretty penny. When you look at that doggone setup of that show, you know she took time to lay her in. You got people throwing on competitions that don't even give people lineups. They don't even know what time the kids go on.
Ain't that crazy?
That should be the very first thing you should do once you locked in all your teams. Sit your behind down, do your full layout of your show, and break it down by time. Go back to basic adding and subtracting, add them times up each line by line. It don't take that long to do. But some of y'all want to take the easy way out, and that's why y'all shows be ended up the way they do, because y'all go the quick way. Oh, I'm gonna just tell them in the group chat. No, baby, where is your packet?
Yeah.
When did you sit down? And
because it's just them just trying to do something because everybody else
get some money.
Yeah, but let me tell you something that goes back to me, like being a dancer, just like you being the producer and the instructor of everything. I think the thing that me and you share is like me being a good dancer wasn't the teachers. You have to have a love stronger for what you want to do. I had a love stronger. My love was stronger for just doing it for me versus somebody teaching me I got to do it like this so I can win this. No, bitch, you got to love it.
Yeah.
If you don't love it, it's going to be like,
it's going to
just do something together.
It's going to fall. Every time. And that's why I said I did not know nothing about Majorette before. Not about hip hop Majorette. I knew nothing because I was in Denver. I had been on Color Guard. I had marched with the band. I marched in parades, all this stuff. I knew the basics, but I knew nothing about actual hip hop Majorette until started bringing light, and as of a lot of people. And I was like, okay, that's not hard to do. But again, I always said, Adrian, when I was doing my step shows, I said, I'm not having no dance, because this is not a dance competition. And gradually again, it literally fell in my lap because people was like, we see what you put into the step shows. Mm-hmm. Why can't you apply that to dance? And I was like, and I'm not going to say, you guys, I was perfect. I had to learn on my own. I had to learn my way. But what you not going to take away is what I put in.
That
because
growth.
I'm gonna put on a show that I want my team. If I have a team, I want my team to go to that show because I know it's going to be together. So why am I going to sit there and put on something and I'm not going to take my own team to?
Come on. Hello. Make it make sense.
Why am I
Make
going
it make
to,
sense.
just like with my uniforms? Why? That's why people mad. Adrian, I'm gonna say this. That's why people mad because I charge what I charge for my uniforms, because I sit my behind down and I sketch.
Yeah.
And I literally put from the rhinestone to the rhinestone, I put every piece of detail by what they're telling me what they want, by their logo, by their colors. I put it together. That's why people is mad, because I sit down and I actually work.
Yeah.
I can charge what I charge for my uniforms because I do my job.
Time.
I put
You
my
do
own
it.
time in it. And I don't stop until y'all get y'all stuff in hand. And it doesn't stop there. Everything has to be right. If there's
I see it. I be seeing it. I
tell
see
me.
it. I
You know,
see it.
tell me. I make mistakes. I'm human too. Everything not gonna be perfect, but I'm gonna make sure that it's fixed and it's corrected, and you have what you asked for. I make mistakes. I'm only one person. I'm running two businesses. If I had a dance team, it would be 3. You know, but again, if you want what you want out of this, you have to put in more. And people don't want to do that. You got to look over and beyond just for self and say, how would I want someone to see me? A lot of these niggas out here, they getting off through this rich quick sale. Oh, baby, we made $2,000, $3,000. Baby, try throwing on a show where you made $60,000 to $80,000 and then come talk.
And play with that. And play with that.
Because my work speaks for itself. And one thing's for certain, and two things for show. Whatever show I have, y'all people want to go on trips and be lavish and stuff. Nah, baby. I take that money, I set aside what I want for my next event, and the rest of it is play money. I'm going to play with the money like that, because I know for a fact there's something else that I'm going to want to do bigger and better on my next event than I did before. So I'm constantly thinking about what the people like, what the people want, what does the people love. When they come to my show, what is the feedback that the people going to say? This show next weekend, I done already spent $300 on concessions, and I'm not even done spending the money. I haven't done concessions in years. But when we're talking about the concession food, I want people to come to my show and say, this show was off the chain. She had some damn macaroni and cheese. She had some doggone fish. She had some baked beans in that thing. Honey, she put her foot in it. Them workers, whoever's cooking that food, had it going on. Because who wants to go to a show and be hungry?
I love it.
So fill them doggone people up. Let them enjoy their food. Let them eat and enjoy the show.
Yes.
But people don't think like that. A hot link ain't gonna do nothing but play with my stomach.
Yeah, I like that.
Give them 2 pieces of fish, a piece of roll, some macaroni and cheese, and some doggone fries, and send them on their way.
I like that.
I'm just saying, Adrian, but again, these people they don't understand it. Or they do understand it, but they don't have the funds and the finances to do it.
To put into, girl, you just
and that's the issue that we have in the major community. Y'all want something for nothing. Y'all the most greediest, most greediest, but selfish people I have seen in my life.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna leave because I gotta do something right quick. Everything that you saying, it just takes me back to my dance life when I used to dance. People used to always ask, how did y'all get on TV? Who did y'all call? No. We started dancing in them stands in 2006 in sweatpants. Then we maneuvered to leotards. But we had to learn. It wasn't what we was doing, it's how we was doing it. And we used to invest so much time and money into that stuff just because we naturally loved it. And in the midst of that, guess what? That's when the shows came to offer, because they see what we were doing because of the presentation. It wasn't. Look.
You gotta know,
anybody can do anything. Anybody can do anything, just like you. I'm
waiting on my time because it's been several people, Adrian, that said, Jasmine, with your show's supposed to be on TV. I said, you better speak it in existence, and I receive it, because I do believe that my show is a show of shows. It's a show that.
Let me tell you something. One thing about it, and 2 things for sure. Let me tell you something, baby. Coming from reality TV, somebody is watching. Trust me, because it's not what you're doing, Jason. It's how you're doing it, and then every time you have a show, it started to get more packed and more packed and more packed. And then it's like, I don't know, it does get better. I don't know.
Miami is like, even my DJ.
Oh, wait a minute, baby. First of all, when you say
What you say, Adrian? I don't know what's going on, Adrian. I can hear you. Well, hello? Adrian. I think Adrian's phone went out. But yeah, so again, you guys, and I'm gonna wrap it up because I know Adrian probably got to go somewhere or whatever. But yeah, you guys, you just want to do your stuff better and better. And that's why I said I ain't got time to be focusing on nobody else. I ain't got time to be focused on nobody else. I can only focus on myself. And that's why the people is mad. They can't stand when you doing such amazing. They just can't stand it. It's not what I did, it's what was given to me to do. And I put that in. And like I said, you guys, honest to God, I learned every show. You got to learn every show. What can I do? There's some stuff that people tell me I should do, and I'm like, that's cute, but that's not gonna work for me. I do stuff because I see what works for me. I see the people's reactions. I see the comments. I see the reviews. You can't argue with no review. You can't argue with no review. And as I keep having people support me, and I keep having some people love on me and support my shows, I'm going to continue throwing nothing but the best shows. So I'm gonna just wrap it up with that, you guys. I thank y'all for just chilling with me for a little bit or whatever. And you know, like I said, if you are in Atlanta, if you in South Carolina, if you in Alabama, if you in Florida, and you want to come and see the show next weekend, it's all HBCU, you guys. So it's HBCU down. We got combined stadium entrance. We got combined HBCU field show. We got combined pom-pom with a twist. The twist is they gonna bust out with a stomp and shake chant routine in their pom-pom routine. We got HBCU stands, senior stands. We got mini junior combined stands. Y'all come on, check us out. Tickets is only $100. It's okay, Adrian. I love you, babe. We got y'all, we got food. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, you guys. You know what I'm saying? We got some amazing teams coming to compete. It's HBCU everything. We're giving the HBCU experience. If you know any fraternity or sorority members out there that want to come and stroll or step, have them hit me up. We would love to have them come and stroll at the show. We want this whole thing to be nothing but a straight up competition, a straight up HBCU experience, you guys. Tickets are on sale on eventbrite.com for just $25. There are only 100 tickets. There were only 100 tickets online. I think we're at 20 that are sold. So I think we may only have 80 tickets left online. And then after that, the tickets will be going, they will be closing. And then tickets will be available at the door for $35 cash only. We are not accepting card at the door. Please bring cash with you when you come to the competition. The competition doors open at 9 a.m. The competition will start exactly at 10 a.m. We are trying to get up out that competition by 4:15, no later than 4:30. So let's make sure that we're on time and make sure we're seated. Make sure you guys have y'all money ready because the concessions will be in full effect and y'all will be smelling that food from that kitchen. But other than that, I will see you guys soon. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.